Welcome to African News Roundup. Starting off this segment, heavy fighting in Sudan continues to escalate as a direct result of the continued flow of arms into the country, meaning that the war is far from over. In an update on the emergency in the Northeast African nation, the Independent International Fact-Finding Mission for the Sudan highlighted the increased use of heavy weaponry in populated areas and a sharp rise in sexual violence. Humanitarian relief continues to be weaponized and hospital and medical facilities remain under siege, warned the investigators whose mandate was established by the Human Rights Council in October 2023. In their latest update to the Human Rights Council, the investigators documented a sharp rise in sexual and gender-based violence, with women and girls subjected to rape, gang rape, abduction, and sexual slavery, even forced marriage, mostly in the RSF-controlled displacement camps. Here is my analysis. The army as well as RSF are engaging in serious abuses such as war crimes and assault on hospitals, and aid routes are exacerbating the humanitarian crisis. The humanitarianization of warfare and the explosive use of sexual violence highlight the fact that the civilians are almost entirely vulnerable, and famine and mass exodus may only worsen with the progress of the war. Still on African news, the emergency landing of a Nigerian military plane in western Burkina Faso has reignited tensions between Abuja and the Alliance of Sahel States, or AES. In a statement read by Burkina's Minister of Territorial Administration on public television, the AES said the plane was carrying 9 military personnel and did not have authorization to enter Burkinabe airspace. The alliance condemned what it called an unfriendly act that it said violated international law as well as civil and military aviation regulations. The incident comes after Abuja sent military aircraft to Benin to defend the government from an attempted coup over the weekend. Nigeria says it was acting as the request of Benin's government and with the framework of ECOWAS mechanisms. The AES is made up of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. It left the ECOWAS after the regional bloc threatened to intervene in Niger following the 2023 military coup. It warned that it has bolstered the security of its airspace and is ready to neutralize any unauthorized aircraft. Now, what Nigeria considers a regional security cooperation, the AES considers it as a challenge to its sovereignty. The episode puts an emphasis on growing separations in West Africa, increasing distrust between neighbors, and how security operation might turn into regional scale conflict. Now, better understanding should be made by having clear information of what transpired between the countries. And finally, on African news, France has revealed that it provided surveillance, observation, and logistical assistance to Benin's armed forces to help fend off last weekend's attempted coup. The West African regional bloc said it deployed a standby force using troops from Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Sierra Leone. On Sunday, a group of soldiers calling themselves the Military Committee for Refoundation stormed Benin State Television to announce the coup. Now, just hours, the state security said the takeover attempt has been foiled. The Beninese authorities said on Monday that there had been multiple casualties on both sides and several soldiers have been arrested. The coup leader, Lieutenant Colonel Pascal Tigri, a former member of Talon's protection detail, is still on the run. Now, this is my analysis. The thwarted coup in Benin demonstrates the increasing security and political tensions in the West African region and the ease at which even countries that seem to be relatively stable can be taken over anytime by military. The two signal something firm in the region and internationally as it relates to the continued military takeovers in the region. All this news we're getting from African News, and that's all on this segment. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.